guest. Yay. So I am Katina, and I'm coming to you from the United States, in the great state of Colorado. And then we have Nicholas and V, who are coming to us from Kenya. And then we have Izume Wells, who is also in Kenya. So, hey, hi, guys.
Hello.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
We're here.
You're here. All right. Awesome. Okay.
Good.
Okay. So, Nicholas, what is our subject matter of the moment? What are we going to talk about right now?
Yes. The subject is about culture. We have
Okay.
different cultures to discuss today. Culture is interesting in a way. We have to laugh around. Um, so we go away to all along to Niger. Niger is the poorest world. So we go to Niger. Well,
We're going to Niger.
yes. There's
Okay.
a culture there. We interesting. You know,
Well, first, before we go to Niger, let me just ask questions. So, over there in Kenya, you guys have many different cultures, right?
yes.
Do you,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you have an estimate of how many cultures you guys have over there?
In this country, around 100 and something, 100 plus cultures.
Wow,
Because
that's a lot.
you
Okay.
might have
What?
different cultures. One community might have this. Uh, so in Kenya, we have around 42 communities. So assumingly, each
42
might
communities.
have 3 to 4 cultures. So it is 100 plus cultures there in Kenya.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you guys travel to like other parts of Africa? Have you guys been to like South Africa, like Nigeria? Have you guys been to other parts? Or are these cultures just around Kenya? Is this around all of Africa or just around Kenya?
Culture
These
is
100
it's all
cultures.
about the world, not even Kenya, not even Africa. We've gone to different places with culture. Culture is diverse. Even uh,
Okay.
the US is cultures. So
Well, the U.S. is different. We don't really have cultures like that over here. We have
we've got some culture.
traditions.
So we've been around
Yeah.
Africa, we've been around India, we've been around Asia, China. There's a lot of culture in around the world.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's interesting. Well, part of the channel, the purpose of the channel is we want to learn about different cultures and lifestyles from different places around the world. So we were going to start in Kenya and learning the different things about Kenya, but we also are going to learn some things about the United States. So part of that as well is, you know, probably starting in February, we're going to host a relationship series where we're going to have some groups of men and women come on here and we're going to ask questions.
Oh,
You know, we're going to have people that's going to ask questions. You guys may have always wanted to know something about American women or men, and you have the opportunity to ask questions. And the people from here will have the opportunity to ask some women and men questions over in Africa. So the relationship series is we're going to talk about marriages and relationships and how you guys go about, doing things and the culture of, maybe having a few wives and, things like that. And also, Nicholas, I try to talk to my son about coming out here to speak about his relationship. So he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. So, Wells, my son he's in a relationship where he has 2 girlfriends and they all get along and everybody is happy together and they all coexist.
the United
And so, yeah, and
States.
Nicholas had some questions about that.
Yes.
So I was trying to get my son to come on here when we start our relationship series to so you guys can ask him some questions.
Another girlfriend soon. You never know.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
This time from
you
Wait,
get that
wait, say that again. I can't hear you. Say that one more time.
Africa.
he might also add some girlfriends more.
He might have some what?
Yes, you might meet some more. And this time from Africa.
Oh,
From Africa. Uh,
oh, okay.
This is where people get good women. Good women are enough. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
this is good. Wells, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
No. Okay. Okay. Well,
I'm single and
Well,
surviving.
well,
Single and surviving.
single. Well, we are single.
But I think
single.
I'll try American men.
So who is looking for American man who is tall,
V is looking for an American man.
and
Yes.
black.
Tall
American
and dark.
Wait, tall and what?
dark,
Dark.
very dark American man.
Oh, tall and dark. You want a tall and dark American man?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have to put out a search, V. We have to see what I can do.
Or maybe a bad girlfriend somewhere.
Okay. The six-
And Wells, are you looking for an American wife?
Two.
American wife.
Or would that be too much for you?
I thank God for this platform. Maybe I might just, if I can get two from America.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Right.
Two American wives?
Yes.
Okay.
Men up.
Okay. And do you want them to know about each other, or you want them to be secret?
I can have them live separately, but they know each other.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's kind of like the way my son is doing things. So
Each other.
it's possible.
Yeah.
Else you are looking
They call that
fight.
polyamorous.
Seems like
Well,
he's
you
looking
want
for
to go
trouble.
fight. You want
What'd you say, Nicholas?
you do this in secret.
Wait, Nicholas, I didn't hear you. Say that one more time.
He is in secretly. Well,
It's usually in secret.
to avoid
More than one
make it
secret.
secret.
Okay, wait. Let me ask a question, then. Since we done jumped all the way off the subject, we supposed to be going to Niger. Now we talking about women and men. See? Let me ask the question. So now that the subject has come up, so if you have, I know that you guys can have more than one wife, right? As many as you can afford is what I heard, right? So are
Yeah.
they in secret, or are they? Do the wives know about each other over there? You know, or do they all get along? Is it all in one household? I mean, how does that work?
You know, polygamy.
Say that again.
Polygamy
Polygamy.
is a culture among some African communities. So
Okay.
it was a role of the first to invite another woman.
Okay.
So it is definitely they knew each other because it was not the role of the man to look for another lady. So if I am Wells now, assuming it's Wells who is single and he has some girlfriend, so the girlfriend can have a friend and invite them to come to be with Wells, not to the Wells looking for them. That is a culture among many African communities. So yes,
Okay. So
they know each other.
the women look for other women. The women look for other women and invite them.
I have my best friend, and maybe I can recommend her husband.
Yes.
I can tell him we are going along with this really so well. We can just have two of us, and we are good. Yes.
Well, Wells shouldn't have any problems finding any women then.
Because they
So-
say, you know, one woman is not enough for one man.
So okay,
So
one woman is not enough for one man.
in Africa, in that
No.
culture, but it is slowly fading away to turn to a secret thing. You know, they are now secretly doing, but either way, it's a polygamy. Something, just polygamy.
Happening.
It's happening.
Interesting. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that is quite interesting. Okay. Well, I tell you what. When we start our relationship series, where we actually have like a bunch of women and men on this on the podcast and on this subject, will you come back and help talk about that as well? I know Nicholas will be around.
Definitely, I'll be here.
Okay. All right. So that should be interesting. That would be an interesting conversation.
So I don't know
Okay.
Yeah.
Katina, ever I ask you? I don't know if there's a myth we hear there. You marry on contract. You know? You can ask.
Say that again about a contract. What about a contract?
If we agree
But
that
you guys signed the contract.
2 years,
Do we sign the
Yes.
contract? Do we sign the contract?
we are done.
Yes,
That's what we hear.
that is what you hear around this
Mm,
place.
Yes.
that's what you hear, that we sign a contract
The
Yes.
Americans are
to get married.
civilized. They can only marry for 2 years because they are civilized. So they,
What? No, no, that is not. We don't sign the contract. No, no. The only thing we sign is a marriage certificate,
point when
like
somebody is
like a license. Just saying that you're married. We have a marriage certificate that you sign like before the ceremony.
Mhm.
But there is now. Okay, so are you talking about like prenuptial agreements? Are you talking about contracts like that, like a prenuptial, things like that?
a contract of 2 years of marriage, and then when you bore each other, you part ways.
When you go half of each other, you just go.
Okay, okay, that
You sign
I haven't heard of that, so that wouldn't be normal. Maybe but over here in America, people do strange stuff. So some people maybe they have a contract where they do that. I mean, it could be possible, but as the norm, when people get married, it's usually not under a contract. Now they do have like prenuptial agreements where, like, say a rich man came into the marriage and he wanted to find him a wife. Well, if he was rich before he got this wife, he can have her sign a prenuptial agreement that says, if we divorce, you only get this amount of money, or you get no money, or you get child support, or you get alimony. He can make her sign an agreement like that before they get married.
Do you know,
It's called a prenuptial.
in that culture I was telling about in Niger, when you are young, your parents have the role of
Mhm.
looking for you a woman, not you. So
That is for the first wife.
the first time you
For the first wife.
yes,
Yes.
it is
Okay.
your parents looking for your partner. So after some time, you realize now the other party, and they return all these partners to so people can pick again. They can think again whether they can return this they were given by their parents, and now look for new partners. That is
They look for a new
that
partner.
is a culture.
So is Niger, is that the culture where when they look for the first wife, is that the one where it's usually like the cousin?
You know
Is
the
that
first
the culture?
given by
By
your
your
parents,
yes.
not you. It is now your responsibility to look for your son a wife because he is
Oh,
young.
okay.
So when he grows old, like 35 years of age, now they can return these women and look for others. So they hold a party of returning women in one
They,
place.
And
wait a minute. They can return the woman. They can return the woman back to the sender.
Yes. So they have a big ceremony where they so
Okay.
they are going to be picked by another person. So assuming Wells as a wife, there's a way I can see the Wells wife is better for me, so I pick that one. And then you can also
I
pick
see.
mine.
And do you know what they do? They
Interesting.
just dress very smartly with their traditional wears. They put on, they call it makeup.
Yes, makeup.
They put on makeup, and then they have to dance, and they have to show their beauty, and that is being tall with white teeth and white eyes. You have to roll your eyes for ladies to see them.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So they have to have the white teeth and the eyes and roll around the eye. And that's very attractive to the women when they
Yes.
do all
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
very.
Well, you know what? They might be onto something. Wells, you ought to try that. I would love to see it personally. Wells, you ought to try that. They might be onto something.
So that culture is about whatever Wells can see is better for him. It's what I can see better for me. So that was my selection from my parents, not me. So it has come to
Okay.
time now we return them to one central place, and then we do a next exchange. It is called wife stealing. The culture is wife stealing.
Wife stealing.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can can see, you can be worried. Why is this Wales is returning a very beautiful lady? Why is it? Why is
Okay.
and then he picks a very ugly lady. So so it depends on the eyes of the order in that ceremony. So you'll be seeing some people like models, very nice ladies being returned.
Yeah.
And you're wondering how can someone return this beautiful lady?
Right.
Yes.
But if you don't want your wife to be stolen,
They should not go to the
they should not go to the
the
festival.
ceremony.
Don't go to the ceremony. Because I was just going to ask, what happens if the man catches his wife being stolen? What happens
Yeah,
in that case?
don't return. You
You're
now you
supposed
you
to
you
stay
will
at
not
home.
attend. Yeah. So
You can't tell.
that's the catch.
They- Okay, that's interesting. So he should keep his wife at home
Yes.
that day if you don't want her to be stolen. Wonderful. Okay, I like it. I like it. That is very interesting. And then that's in Niger. That's in Niger, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so how far is Niger?
Yes.
How far is Niger from like you guys? What part of Africa is that?
West Africa.
It's in the West Africa.
Oh, West
West
Africa.
Africa.
Some parts of
And you guys are in what? East? Are you in East Africa?
We are in
Yeah,
East
East
Africa.
Africa.
Okay.
Ah.
All right. And I've been to South Africa. So that was interesting. I had a great time over there in South Africa.
South Africa is a bit different.
Yeah, it's a bit different. Well, they have some beautiful, beautiful spots over there. Cape Town is really pretty. I went to Cape Town, Zimbabwe, and Johannesburg. Is where I went when we went there.
Zimbabwe.
Mhm.
Zimbabwe is not in
Yeah.
Africa,
Huh?
but they are neighbors.
What'd you say?
Yeah, the neighbors.
They're neighbors.
Oh, they're
You know,
neighbors.
the neighbors, Libya, they are there. But it is a country by its own. You know a man called Robert Mugabe. Did you hear about that man?
Oh, okay. Well, when we went to Victoria Falls. Have you guys heard of that?
Yes.
Victoria Falls. Okay. So we
Falls.
went there, and then I rode an elephant. I rode an African elephant over there. And normally I'm scared of animals, so it was very. I was surprised I actually got on the elephant because I'm scared of all animals, all of them, insects, bugs, everything. So it was very surprising for me to get on the elephant. So, and I was scared. I was petrified. Yeah, but it was very interesting.
Here we got the big five, and they
Huh?
are scared. And the big five is the lion, the giraffe, we have elephant, we have the buffalo, and they have the lion.
And the lion. Yeah,
They are
I think we seen the big five.
Yeah.
We did a safari when we were over there. I think we seen some of the big five.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in coming to Kenya at some point soon. I hope. It depends. Hopefully in October we'll see. But depends. But I would love to see certain parts of Kenya since I've been to South Africa. I would love to see Kenya. So, and have you guys gone to that Giraffe Manor? Do y'all know what that is? Have y'all heard of that? It's supposed to be in Kenya somewhere. The Giraffe Manor was like a place where the giraffes go when they stick their head inside of the building. They be eating off your plate. Have y'all seen that? They eat your food off your plate. Well, so I would like to see Giraffe Manor. It's supposed to be in Kenya, so I don't know. It's a place. It's a real place. So we'll see.
It's also fun.
Say it again.
It's so fun. I'm fan of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you feed them.
All right.
Yeah.
And you do feed them. Okay. Now, have you guys had any experiences with any tribes around Kenya, like the Maasai or anything like that? Have you guys had any experiences or seen them or anything?
Maybe Masai is popular. It's popular, but it's over killing. Everybody has got to Masai podcast. Maybe everybody like Masai. They have no exclusive culture. There are so many other cultures. There are so many others.
There's many of them.
Many others. But Masai is popular because everybody goes to Masai land to see how they jump. You know, they jump 3 meters high from where you sit.
Oh yeah, I've seen a video of them jumping, like doing a jumping thing. What does the jumping do? Like, what is that for? Is that to get women? Is that a mating call? I mean, I don't know. Is it? I mean,
you know, it's something trained. They train.
Okay. And Wells, were you about to say something?
Like that jumping is not like wooing women. It's just part of entertainment. What they do.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a mating call. I was like, okay, to see how high you can jump. You know, maybe see how many women you can get. You jump the highest, you get the most women. I don't know. Should be interesting. You know. Okay. All right.
And,
so Nicholas, go ahead, V.
You talked about Zimbabwe. Do you know there's a tribe around there that is called the tribe of Chewa? This tribe is known for the Festival of the Dead. Do you know what they do?
What's
the Festival of the Dead?
Oh, the Festival of the Dead. Okay.
Yes.
And what do they do?
When you are dead, you are washed your intestines with water until they are clean.
Okay.
You know, they pump water through your intestines when you are dead.
Okay.
So the last part of the water which comes out very clean, very clear, it is what is used to prepare food for that funeral.
The communal meal now.
So they use the body, so not the bloody water, but once it starts running clear, they use that water.
Prepare rice.
To feed everybody, to feed the community with.
Yes, you water is used to prepare the food like rice, everything you prepare with that water from that baby. But it is washed that it is clear. It's clear. There's nothing in the industry.
So what is the spiritual significance of that? Like, you know, do they say why they do that?
There's existence of this person after death. They still live.
So they do not have to detach from that person.
Yes. And this festival is conducted just to purify the spirit. The spirit is purified when they carry out this festival. Yes.
Interesting. Well, that is interesting. And which tribe was that?
Chewa.
The Chewa community.
Okay. I wonder, do you think anybody have any stomach aches after that? Like, seriously, do you think that would mess with your digestive system? You know, I mean, I don't know. Like, I can't imagine. But you know, but I would love to see it. I would love to see how they do it. I mean, I'm interested in cultural things, so it'll be interesting to see.
Also, they cut the throat.
They cut the throat. They cut the throat.
They have the pipe of water. You know, pipe water runs through the body now.
Okay.
Until it is clean. There's no blood. There's nothing. There's nothing. Yes. So the final water they prepare with this rice and beef. You know rice
and some stew.
You said rice and stew.
Yes.
Did you say stew?
Yes.
I mean, they use such water.
Oh boy.
Oh, probably.
That's.
Boiled.
Oh boy. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot. That's interesting. That's interesting. Now I know, Nicholas, you had said something, but what is the tribe where you were saying before about when they beat the men before they get married or something? Which tribe was that? When they beat on the men get whipped or something before they gets married?
Yes.
Some tribe in Ethiopia.
I'm sorry, what did you say, bro? Else?
Some tribe in Ethiopia, you have to prove yourself. You jump over bulls' backs as you're beaten.
Oh, wait. So you got to jump over the butt and get beat at the same time?
Well,
oh,
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That's naked.
Yeah.
So that proves that you're a real man when you're able to do that then, huh? Is that what it
How
is?
many bulls?
To initiate into manhood?
So how many wives am I looking for? How many bulls am I jumping over?
I mean, if
There are very many bulls.
For
they're jumping over a lot of bulls and getting beat, they should be able to have as many wives as they want.
one bull,
One woman.
So,
one girl. That's why can't you just jump one bull?
One bull. Well, do they still have the traditions where they like the dowry? So they still do dowries where you have to pay the bride price or something, and they trade it for like a you know, like a cow, you know, like two cow. I don't know how many cows, a few cows for the woman. Do they still do that in some cultures?
very many cultures
They
still do
still do
that,
that,
even
really.
here in Kenya.
And what would be the
Yeah.
typical price for a woman? Like how many cows would be typical? You know what I'm saying? Do you guys know?
It depends with the tribes. Different tribes have different number of cows. It could be 10, 15, depending on what tribe you come from.
Okay.
So it varies.
So,
Wow.
you talked about cows. I remember. What do people use to pay dowry in the US?
Exactly.
You said people used to pay dowries in the U.S.
Yes. What do they use?
Yes.
Or do you
We don't have that. We don't have dowries.
What do you have?
No dowries.
mean?
Not for
Wow.
typical U.S. culture. Now, for certain cultures that come here from different places, like say people came here from like India and they migrate to the United States. Well, if they still kept up with their Indian culture, maybe they might require a dowry. But for typical U.S., we don't have dowries.
So what do you exchange with for your wife?
What do you appreciate with your in-laws?
Nothing. We don't do that.
Okay.
Why?
No, we don't. No, it's typically when a man is wants to marry a woman, he'll present the woman with an engagement ring, typically. Now he may go and ask her father's hand, and he may go if her father's still alive, he may go and say, you know, get permission from the dad, can I marry your daughter? The man may or may not give him permission, you know. If he doesn't, and if the people still want to get married anyway, then they'll do it. But they don't. It's not a practice of giving the bride's people money or gifts or whatever. You know, it's not a normal tradition for us. We don't do that. So mainly,
Nothing.
women mainly gets an engagement ring.
So that means,
Huh?
what if I get someone from there? It means they are not going to pay my dowry.
If you get woman from say that one more time.
Yes, but if I get someone from there, does it mean they are not
From
yes, they are not going to pay
if you get someone from Kenya or from the United States.
from the US?
Okay, so if you got someone from here,
Mhm.
and then what was the rest of your question?
Does it mean they are not going to pay my dowry? I just have to maybe go and live there.
Yeah, because okay. So if you got somebody from here and they came over to Kenya to marry you, but they were probably try to keep up with your cultural things because they're coming over there to marry you. But if you came over here to get married, then it's usually not going to be, but they have to pay your family and all this other type of stuff. That generally doesn't happen. But if they want to keep up with your cultural aspects of things, and they'll respect your culture, and they'll, you know, still provide what they need to provide if they came over there to get you or marry you over there.
Over there you can get a certificate with nothing, free, really, without paying your husband, your wife.
No, I mean, the bride's parents or the groom's parents, they might help pay for the wedding, you know, like because the bride's parents might help pay for the wedding, stuff like that. But as far as like giving gifts and paying them to marry the daughter, no, we don't do that. We don't have dowries. No.
Wow.
That is wonderful.
See? Do you see why this is so important? Where you can ask these questions back and forth. We're learning. We're learning about different cultures. You guys are learning U.S. stuff, and I'm learning Kenyan stuff, and yeah,
That is wonderful. That is wonderful.
yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So in US, so what do you use to strengthen the ties between the in-laws? Because in Kenya, the paying of the dowry is a like it's symbolic of strengthening the ties between this family and this family. So how do you guys ensure the two families are strongly bonded to each other?
You try to have a relationship like we're just getting to know the families. So you may get them together and maybe have like, dinners or meals or different things to try to integrate both families and getting to know each other. Well, as far as strengthening the family, because sometimes families don't even like each other. Sometimes you can marry somebody you don't even like his mama, but some people still gonna get married because they say they love each other. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have anything that's like set in stone to like to say that we're going to strengthen the bonds between both families. We don't have anything that's set in stone to do that. Now it's up to the people, it's up to the man and up to the woman. When you integrate both families, of course you want your families to get along. You want your in-laws to get along with your family. Of course, there would be more harmony for everybody, right? But if it doesn't happen, then sometimes it just doesn't happen, But it's not. We don't have. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, it's different. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you want it to happen. You want everybody to get along. That would make a more harmonious relationship. Where all the family members get along. But yeah, sometimes it just doesn't happen, and people just still get married anyway. And because over here you have the choice. If you want to get married still, if your families don't get along, they don't have to get along, but it doesn't stop you from marrying the woman or the man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's interesting. You guys, these are some great questions.
That's
That is good. That is good.
Do y'all have any other U.S. questions that you always wanted to ask and never knew that you could?
Yeah, at least we confirmed you don't do contract.
No, we don't do contracts. No.
We don't pay.
Also confirmed if I come over there,
Nobody will pay for you.
nobody's going to pay anything.
Yeah, if you come over here, anybody gonna pay for you.
I need to pay my money
Because we
to African men
yes.
because I need cows.
We need many cows. We need many.
You need many cows.
Yeah.
Well, look. You come over here trying to get some cows. It's gonna be a problem. You have to go find a farmer, and then you have to buy the cows. You got to buy the cows, so then the cows can then go over to Africa for you. We don't know. It'll be some issues if you come up here looking for some cows.
If I ask more, do you also have traditional beer?
Traditional what?
Traditional beer.
Beer? Traditional
Yes.
beer?
Yes.
Not drinking beer?
Yes.
I mean, like, what do you mean by traditional beer?
Homemade. Not from the brewer.
Say it again.
Homemade.
Oh, homemade beer.
Homemade beer.
Well, okay.
Part of the grind.
I mean, if you make beer at home over here, it probably won't taste beer. I mean, they have. Well, I mean, some people make like home brew, moonshine. People make moonshine from home, but it's illegal. But they still do it. I mean, in some states it's illegal, but they do have some areas now where you can buy legal moonshine at the liquor store. We have liquor stores all over the place, so they really don't need to make beer at home. They just go to the liquor store. Do you guys have liquor stores? Do you have liquor stores over there where you just have a store that sells only liquor? Do you have that over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it should be. Yeah, but we generally don't make like homemade beer. Not from home. Not beer. Beer's nasty. But but some people love beer, so I don't know.
So okay. You mean there's no dowry payment, and yet in some tribes there are men who pay dowry and wait to be beaten.
So the men who pay dowries and who's beaten?
The men.
The men are beaten.
Dowry, and then there is a time that you are going to be beaten, and the one who is
after
beating is the one to
This
take
is after they paid the dowry. They still beaten.
Yes.
So they done paid the people. They still get beat.
Just a registration that you're going to
Yes.
Now, now over here you might get beat if you don't pay somebody, but you don't pay somebody then still get beat. Now wait a minute.
Women are very hard to stay with.
No, if he paid his dowry, he shouldn't be beaten. I would protest. I would protest that. I'm like, look, I paid my dowry. Don't hit me.
You have to take the woman.
Yes.
Say it again, Nicholas.
So if you can withstand the beating, you can also stay with the woman because women are very hard to stay with.
If you cannot
So
stand, you just go and live in with your dowry.
Yes.
You cannot get it back.
okay. So if he wait. So who's beating him? The women in the tribe or the men?
You see, like when was saying you have a condition of jumping over the bulls. That is also a condition. You are beaten.
Now you have to be
Yes.
beaten.
See whether you
That's
Now I
that woman.
can maybe have like 5 tutors. They all need to pay my dowry. If 10 cows, you have to bring 10 cows each, and then wait for this beating act, and to see who is going to endure the pain. That is the one that is going to marry me.
That is too much. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It is not too much than what you are going to endure with a woman because it is very hard to stay with a woman.
Bashar,
Okay, so let me ask this then. Does dowries usually only consist of cows? Are there any other dowry, like any other form of payments that you can get other than a cow for a dowry?
Yes.
What else would be like another form of payment? Would it be like money? I guess money then, right?
Yes, money is also
Money. And then is there anything else other than money and cows? Is there anything else that could be an acceptable form of payment for a dowry?
maybe food, groceries, all those things, but not in large.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, what about like land? Do they ever like say if I'll give you this land for no?
Yes, like money.
They like money.
They convert it in number of cows. How many cows is that land be?
Okay, well let me ask this. The purpose of the dowry. Well, okay, what is the purpose? I know that Wells that you said it's for strengthening the relationships between the families. But is it that if you have a daughter, is it like selling the daughter? Is that I know it's not probably looked at as selling, but like
The daughter is
what?
already sold. Yeah, you are both,
Huh?
you are both the daughter.
you just want to make sure your daughter is going in safe hands.
You want to make sure that what?
Your daughter will be in safe hands,
Oh,
and the man
okay.
is going to take care of her.
But also, dowry is a token of appreciation. Not a price.
Appreciation.
Small token. You cannot quantify a human being in terms of so you just give the parent some small house, some money, just to appreciate them for keeping the child brought up the child. So that is a token of appreciation, not like it seals your relationship.
Okay, well, Nicholas, when you got married, did you have to pay a dowry for your wife?
Yes,
But what did you have to pay?
1 million Kenya shillings.
1 million what?
Kenya shillings.
Only.
That's the only.
Oh, 1 million. 1
Only.
million Kenyan shillings? 1 million?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
But it was negotiable. Negotiate a deal, right? It's a token of appreciation. So you keep on.
I couldn't hear you because I think it's something with the echo on the mics. So I couldn't hear you. Wells, did you hear what he said?
There's a problem with the mics. At some point, the sound we can't hear well. I don't know what's the problem with the microphones.
You hear, huh?
Now, see, when you speak up like that, I can hear you better now.
Better. Yeah.
Okay, now say what you just said again, please.
So you know, I I'm saying it is just a token of appreciation. You cannot buy a person, you cannot buy a human being. Share with parents, but the small amount of material things like food, clothes, anything, house, money, anything you can agree on. You know, that is a matter of between your family and the family of God. So it's agreement, but it is sin. It is a sin for the relationship. It is a sin. It strengthens.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then also the payment of dowry, just to
Uh-huh.
add, also signifies shows that this man is going to take care of the girl. If you can't pay dowry, how sure are we that our our girl will be in safe hands? So it's like you are proving to us that indeed this girl will be in safe hands. You'll provide for her all the needs and the family.
I mean, it makes sense, I guess, that you guys have that there. Now for here, I guess you just kind of have to go off trust. You have to try to trust that whatever man is marrying your daughter, that he's going to do right by her and take care of her and provide for her. Um, that's all we can do. Like we can't, we just going to trust that he's going to do the right thing.
Mean you're done with them, you need to be going back some regular visits. Yeah.
Say that again, V.
The payment is
The
unlimited.
payment,
You
yeah, it's
continue paying.
unlimited.
You can still giving them.
You can still go back and some.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you can go back, but I didn't hear what she said after that. Wells, did you hear what she said after that? After you can go back?
Yeah. So what she's saying is, let's say for instance, the dowry you've been told you need to pay 20
Okay.
cows. So you don't pay the 20 cows at once. Like it's a lifetime thing.
Oh,
You don't paying the 20.
You can
So that
one.
if you give 20 means you're done with the family. So you keep going back there. This means these two families are still part of each other lifetime.
okay. So the 20,000 is the course of a lifetime. So you got to keep going back like once a year and paying more or something like that, or how does that work? Like, do you have to pay? You have to continuously keep paying the dowry?
Have to
Like as long,
keep doing
I
something.
mean,
You continue paying.
you continue to pay. Like how often do you got to pay then? Is that like every once a month? You got to go over there and pay?
You know, like you've been given like 20 cows.
Yeah.
You can spread the payment all over the lifetime. After 10 years, you take one cow. After 20 years, until it is
Until
not,
you got your 20 cows.
yeah, not cows only.
So if you're giving like one cow a year, it's going to take you 20 years to pay off your dowry.
So you can continue paying. It is not mandatory to pay once. Yeah.
Interesting. And so, okay, so what do you guys believe in divorce over there? What happens if you're not, what happens if after you paid this dowry and now you don't want the wife anymore? Like can you get a divorce? Like what happens in that case?
It is not refundable. Non-refundable.
It's not acceptable?
You cannot refund.
You cannot have the dowry back.
You can't have your dowry back after you can't give the woman back and ask for your cows back?
No, you had the woman,
No.
maybe she has kids.
Okay, wait.
You cannot have
Okay, wait. 1 second. Okay. If you break it up, right? And you done gave 15 cows, right? And you no longer want the wife because of whatever reasons. Okay, first of all, can you break up? Can you break up? Is that okay? Or you have to stay together? Which one? Wells, which is it? Can you break up? Or you have to stay together.
It's okay to separate. But
So when you married, you
to make it up a number of times, and when it is beyond your effort, it's okay to separate. But you cannot have the dowry back.
okay.
Yes.
That's interesting.
You know, it's already consumed. You give to people. Where do you get back? Where is it even.
You can decide where to leave the kids. You can decide to go with your kids. Maybe when you agree, or maybe you can agree the kids should be left.
So if another man marries a lady, is still going to pay the dowry
He still got to pay the dowry.
to the family? Yes. Yeah.
Wow. And then if you want to go get married, you gotta pay a new dowry. If you want to marry a new woman, you got to pay a new dowry.
New dowry.
And you try.
Yeah.
More cows.
You get another more cows. You get more cows and pay.
You get more cows. So where are you getting the cows from? What if you don't have any cows? Then what happens? Do you go steal cows? Do you go steal other people's cows? Like what happens if you don't have any cows and you want to marry this woman?
Money.
Money.
Yes, money.
What if you don't have no money or no cows? Then what?
Ask it to work and
So how are you going to
So
marry
you're
that?
not ready to marry.
Nothing. How will you?
It happens over here all the time. People marry because they love each other. And they have no money or no cows. It happens over here. They say, but we love each other. We want to get married. They want to get married because of love. You know?
we have something we call "Come We Try."
Can we try?
Come we try before we get married officially, or maybe you don't want to do the official marriage now. Just try
And you can
the
try
marriage
up
thing.
to a lifetime. You can keep on
You
trying.
can keep trying for a lifetime.
You keep trying for a lot. Well, I would like that better. Just keep trying for a lifetime.
Oh, that's-
Okay.
just
Well,
try.
so can you live together? Is it okay that man and women live together without being married?
Yes,
But come we try.
that's
That's how you try.
Right.
Okay.
Come
Okay.
with
Well, trying might be okay. That's a good step. We could try.
Try
Yeah.
the rest of your life.
So you can keep trying.
I mean, it's cheaper. It's cheaper that way to try the rest of your life.
It's very cheap. It's cheaper.
Then to pay a dowry is much cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, V. Trying. Let's try. Try is good.
I don't want to try.
Try is good. Yes, it's cheaper. They got a song. They have an old blues song over here called "It's Cheaper to Keep Her." That would apply. It's cheaper to keep her. So, so that would be interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, I will say that this has been a very interesting conversation, and we are 47 minutes in, so we are almost at the end of our time frame for this. So, do you guys have any other comments or questions or anything that y'all have about, for US or anything like that, or do we save that for another future podcast, or what do you guys think?
We continue engaging on this one later. we have so many questions.
We have questions, but we still have.
There'll be so many questions. I have a
You got so
question.
many questions.
So we get on when in the other live, we there still to have a lot of questions we have about the US,
Okay.
including why
Okay. Well,
Trump, why you elected Trump. Those are questions we still have.
well, that'll be good. We are here to answer them all. Well, what other type of questions do you have? Like, and what subject matter would your questions be?
For instance, I would like to know more about how you guys conduct when someone dies. You see what has happened to the Chewa community. These are people who fear death. In fact, they regard death as witchcraft. The main reason why they pass water through the digestive system is that they cleanse these persons in case he had any wrongdoings, like they're cleansing that person's wrongdoings. So I'd like to know more about the US. How do you guys go about death? In Africa or in Kenya, it's a big deal. If someone dies today, we can take maybe 3 weeks before they're buried. So I'd like to know if you guys do the same thing.
Okay.
I'll have more coming.
We do. We have a funeral process that we do. Now, do you want me to discuss that now, or should we make that a future, a subject on a future podcast, which we can get into more. We can get into more depth of your questions, and we can get into more depth of getting some answers. So that's an interesting question. So yeah, I definitely will have answers for you and how we do things over here, because we do it in several different ways over here. So we can include that on a future upcoming. That could be an episode of a future upcoming podcast. See?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll
sure.
write that down. V, write that question down so we can remember to, we'll address that
Yes.
in a future episode, most definitely. And Wells, we would love for you to come back on that episode so you can ask as many questions as you would like, and I will get you all the
I
answers
will
that
be
you
here.
need. So we definitely will do that. We'll just check your schedule, clear your schedule with you, and see how that goes. How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, and if you have like other people or friends or family that has like questions for us over here, get them and let us know because we can include those in a future upcoming episode.
We
Because
can.
that's what this is all about. It's for us to learn from each other.
We can.
You know?
Definitely.
Yeah. That's the whole purpose of the channel. So I love it. So yes, I would definitely address that. Okay.
So
All right.
we will we continue from there next time with more questions. US is huge. It's a huge nation. How do you also share responsibilities in US, a man and a wife?
How do they? Oh, wait. What is that about sharing a man and a wife? Say that again. I missed part of that. Wells? What did he say?
Like, how do you share costs, responsibilities? How do you share?
Is it 50-50?
Is it 30-50,
30-50?
80-80, 30-40? Is it? How do you share?
Or is it the man's responsibility?
So is it a man's responsibility to buy you a house and to pay you rent and
a good man, yeah. But but we do have some men. Okay, Nicholas, that's a question on the future podcast because it's gonna take me a minute to break that down. So we definitely would add that to the list. I'm gonna address that right after we address the funeral question from Wales. Okay, add that to the list. Yes. We definitely would break that down. Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's not as simple as it's the man's responsibility. It's a lot to it. I mean, if you have a very good man that has strong values and beliefs that he wants to do that for his wife, yes. But you have some men who maybe can't afford to buy her a house or who just
that's okay.
Don't believe in it. Don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's many different. I'll have to we'll break that down. Okay. How about that? I like it. I'm loving these questions. This is awesome. Okay. So, all right. Well, we are now coming to the end of this episode. I do want to thank you guys for coming and joining us. And Wells, thank you for coming to our very first live podcast, the Beyond Borders and Lifestyles. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Really appreciate
Absolutely. And Nicholas and V, thank you for your hard work and for helping putting everything together. So this is this is part one, y'all. We got many more to come. I'm loving it. And we have some interesting subject matters that's going to be coming up. So this is good. This is good. I love it. All right.
It's about down.
It's about what?
It's about to
It
go
is.
down.
Absolutely, it is.
Down.
It's about to go down. Yes, it is.
And
We're going to dive deep.
Well,
We're going to dive deep into these subjects. Yes.
When as an American accent, where is this got it from? Right? It's about to go on top.
Yes. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. Thank you again for joining us. And we'll see you on the next podcast.
Have a great
All right.
day too.
Say it again.
Have a great day too.
Have a great day too. Thank you.
Here it's 7 p.m.
Yeah, because it's early. It's early over here. I got up early for this. It's early. Yeah, it's 9:16 a.m. over here. And I know it's nighttime over there where you guys are, right?
We are 7 hours ahead of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is 7 p.m. here.
So good.
Okay. All right. So it's time for y'all to go to bed then, right? Yes.
Or maybe make dinner.
Make dinner. Oh,
Yes.
dinner. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I like it. Dinner, and I still have to have breakfast. So here we go. Breakfast and dinner. I love it.
So you also be interested in learning Swahili. We teach you around our local language, Swahili.
Say that one more time, Nicholas.
We teach you about we how to speak our language,
Okay.
Swahili. It is
Okay.
Swahili. You say jambo, jambo, jambo.
Jumbo jumbo. What does jumbo jumbo mean?
Hello.
Oh, that means hello, jumbo jumbo.
It is as greet. It's like
Yeah.
saying hello, hello.
Oh, okay. Okay, jumbo jumbo.
Jambo, jambo.
Okay, so then I have to teach y'all some American terms the next time. Okay.
They can. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We'll figure out one.
Hey, siku njema.
Say
Have a lovely
Njema?
day.
siku njema. Siku njema.
Okay. I'm gonna have to practice
Have a
that.
nice day.
Have a nice day. Okay, I'm gonna practice that. All right. See you guys later. Bye.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.